Okay. So this is Nat Harper on November 21st and 20th, and I am interviewing her as my guinea pig for the flower essences, which Nat began with me. I got the essences earlier than she began, but Nat was right there with me, starting with her first essence back in June. So what was your very first experience, Nat, when you first took the essence?
Well, I was amazed that I had a different kind of focus, a different feeling of connection with the source that was supportive of what I'm trying to do, and that is to heal my eyes back to 20/20 vision from a state of macular degeneration and cataracts. Whether that outcome comes to pass or not, I don't know, but the essences have definitely helped me feel contact with source energy and make more joyful decisions, have a greater faith in possibility of miracles, which I totally believe can happen, but I think flower essences are a miracle in themselves.
Good. Thank you. I know that one of our first essences that we made was called Master Iji.
Mm-hmm.
Was it called the Master Iji, or was it the Oak?
I can't recall the first one. I think all of them had something to do with Master Iji in some way. But naming the essence myself gave me a love for it and a respect for it and a celebration of it, which is all, it comes together. The psychological, the physical, the heart, the soul, body, mind, on and on and on. It's all one connection. And naming it is showing it respect and love and faith in creating a greater harmony in my life.
I know something that I'd like to add to this little conversation we're having around the flower essences, because Nat and I both were working with them together, because we are seeing that we're team healers, and what this means is, for us, Master Iji is Nat's husband, who passed away a year ago, a little over a year, and Rick, who is now Master Iji as an energy being, is actually working with us, and this started really becoming very, very strong and viscerally received by us through working with the essences.
Yes.
Would you say that's true, that really...
It's really created a stronger connection and awareness of his presence here, being aware of even physical signs that he's given us, fawns in the middle of the road.
The best one was the bird looking at you.
Yes. Yes, the heron. That I thought, Master Iji, are you in there? I need some answers. And I was trying to write a message from him to be read at his memorial service, which was November the 8th. And this heron comes in the yard, and I remembered that Rick had such a reverence for the heron, because he said he felt like his father's spirit dwelled in the heron, and it hung around our house. So I said, Master Iji, are you borrowing that heron right now? If you're in there, would you please look at me? Because I had a profile of the bird. And very slowly and intently, he turned and looked at me. And I said, I want to know if this is a good time to call your cousin Elizabeth and read what I've written that you want me to read at your memorial service. The phone rang. It was Elizabeth, as soon as I asked that question. And then I asked, and when I hung up, the bird was still hanging around. I said, is this a good time to call Joanne, your healer, and read your message to her? And I called her, and she answered the phone and said, hello, Richard. I said, well, that Rick was Richard. I said, well, it's Nat. She said, I know, but the message is from Richard, am I right? Yeah. So the flower essences, I'm not saying that, they do, for me, make my feelings, my connection with the spiritual world more intense.
To amplify.
They amplify it. They amplify
Right.
it. So, and I think to do things like this, these little magic tricks, I enjoy. And as I give thanks to the essence, the flower essences and the gem essences that I have sampled, I feel more like a fairy that I can do these little things. Have access to these little connections to the spiritual world through the physical.
Okay, thank you, Nat. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have us both on this together.